All right. Welcome, everyone, or welcome back. We are still at All the Charts in National City, having a good event. Just had to talk to some people. I got Joey here from Coastal Sun,
Woo, woo.
and yeah, so let's since we're here,
Let's
make
dive
sure
in.
come by National City at All the Charts. We're doing a little event until about 4 or 5 o'clock. They got some deals going on at Coastal Sun in the dispensary. We're not selling outside, don't worry. In the dispensary is the deals. Then we got some tacos outside. I got the Mestre Machine. You can come be a guest and just talk about if you're a patient, a brand, a bud tender. It doesn't matter what. If you want to come talk about weed, cannabis, come say hi. So, Joey, I appreciate you hopping on.
Appreciate you, brother.
We went a little bit into detail earlier, but if people are just catching this episode for the first time, let's tell us a little bit about Coastal Sun and also
Let's
your
go.
role in it.
So I'm a brand ambassador. In my opinion, it's probably one of the sickest jobs on the market. Get to you kind of get a little bit of the pressure from sales off your back, you know. I mean, of course you want sales because it keeps you working. But you don't really have that pressure, and then you get to go to all the sweet events. I get to hang out with Shaggy here and get paid.
Yeah.
This is insane.
I've known him
And,
for years, and it's because of his BA work
That's
and
what
me
it
being
is.
at dispensary or other
Mhm.
events.
I used to stop into cannabis pretty often.
Yep.
That was a good little
Now,
step. I think that's where I
Walgreens.
introduced you.
Yeah.
Right. And then before that, it was Columbia Care, right? Or Qual
Yeah,
Care or
yeah.
something like
So
that?
Columbia Care.
Columbia Care. Yeah.
Yep, so
But yeah, brand ambassador for Coastal Sun, sweetest job ever. Been doing this for quite a while. And it's super nice to come across Coastal Sun because a lot of brands have a lot of kind of specialty areas to it, but these guys is definitely all the farm, the way they grow the farm, living soil, all the good stuff. And it's nice being with a brand that's definitely putting the weed first instead of a lot of other things.
yeah. And for people who don't know living soil, what is that?
Living
That's
soil, so that is it's when it's so some people have indoor living soil. Our living soil is just outdoor, but it's instead of having just soil beads or just normal soil you're kind of going with, there's literally microorganisms, mushrooms, roly-polies, ladybugs, everything like living inside of the soil.
So you're pretty much
And-
creating a little ecosystem in each
Mhm.
pot.
Yeah, so in our opinion, most connoisseurs position, I would say, is probably the best way to smoke, cleanest way to smoke. You're truly getting what Mother Nature has to offer with the plant, and yeah, you just know no goofy stuff's going on with that too.
Absolutely.
I do think too. I've been in the legal industry about 5 years. I do think in about the last 2 years or so, it's the living soil has really been taken off. I think people are getting used to it a little bit more. People are looking out for it a little more. Ever since working with these guys, even before that, I've been actually people coming in and they're like, I want to make sure what I buy is living soil, if that organic as well. But I do think it's taken off a little bit more in the
Yeah,
California
absolutely.
legal space at least.
And it's just so smart because when you are growing cannabis, you're trying to control the variables. And with cannabis, there are different variables. It's depending on weather, if it's other insects, things like that. So with the living soil, you're just using just natural other bugs to kind of scare off the ones that are going to destroy your product. So
That's a fact, yeah. Like we do have insectaries as well, so we do have ladybugs, and we can send those at a plant if there's like a spider mite problem or something like that. Where other brands usually don't want to take the risk, and they'll add like some sort of chemicals or pesticide or some inorganic substitute, I should say.
Yeah. So earlier we were talking with the different products that right now it's just flour, right? Or you did have a few. No, you
Just
some,
flour.
Some brands use your product
Yes,
in their
we
extracts.
personally don't make any concentrates or sell it under the name Coastal Sun, but we do have a lot of collabs. I think one of the biggest wow moments, especially in San Diego, is when I tell people that Jetty has a collab with us. So all of the Jetty OCal certified rosin all-in-ones, those are all going to be with our flour. So us and Jetty definitely have a little family thing going on. Every time we do events like the Blazing Breakfast and Blunts and Breakfast and stuff, we Blazing Brunch, Jetty will tag along. We usually tag along with Jetty with a lot of other events, but yeah. But as of now, just the flour under our under the menu right now. Newest thing coming out though is a little 14 pack. It's going to kind of be in a container like that, It's a little 14 pack of half-gram joints. You're getting 7-gram joints. Those are going to hit the market, I think, in the next month or so.
One thing we were talking about before, I really like that you put the farm and everything
Oh,
right there.
that's
and also
big
the
part of it.
area.
Mm-hmm.
How many different farms do you work with that you know of?
So we do have the main one right now in Santa Cruz, and then I know of at least 4 of them right now. All of them are going to be like a fraction of the size of the coastal or of the Santa Cruz farm. But yeah, they've all been legacy farmers, been growing for a while. And then, like I said earlier, the main point of that too is just because some strains really prefer like a northern or southern climate of like
Absolutely.
California.
And that's what I wanted to kind of emphasize is Coastal Sun's not the only one that works with different farms. Farm Cut is a bunch of different outgrows, especially when you have outdoors. You tend to work with different farmers. As he's saying, you know, they don't all perfect every strain. So it's usually it's they perfect 1 or 2. And so they're working with different farmers to kind of grab those ones.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And then you're saying your new products you have is like the diamond infused.
Yeah, the
one?
diamond infused just hit the market. I would definitely say we're kind of going for like the people with like the Stizzy 40s, that because that's like a 7-gram infused flower as well. Seems to be extremely popular in San Diego right now, but that's kind of our version. Like, hey, if you want something that you know is organic and clean at a little bit better of a price point, just something to kind of try. Looks a little bit different because it's like the white diamond dusted, you know, but it's definitely a little bit of a cleaner alternative for sure.
Awesome. And I might have been missing it earlier. I do like that you put kind of the taste and the smell on
Ooh.
the side along with the radar of indica sativa.
Mm-hmm.
Do you label the terpenes as well or more just a percentage?
So we actually don't have the exact terpenes, but I am going to real quick.
Yeah.
grab
Oh,
my
absolutely.
terpene chart real quick. Let me show you how we do it.
There we go. Oh, Purple Toast. Hey, how you doing, Purple Toast? If you have any questions as well, you'd like to know about Coastal Sun or any of their products, feel free to ask, and I can ask Joey. Appreciate anybody joining along. Also, oh, he just picked that one up. He was saying,
Let's go.
"Yo, hey!" So he just got some Coastal Sunflower.
You got to stop
There we
on by
go.
and hang out with us, man.
Absolutely, and we'll be doing a lot more events. We got a Turpin Taste event coming up soon. But
Love that. So I'm kind of gonna break down how we go by it. We don't list the dominant terpenes, but I will show this. So on the side here, oh, there we go. So on the side here, it'll kind of list like dank, floral, gassy, and all that. And then we do kind of combine that, like in store, I'll kind of pair it with this. But oh, bingo. So if it is gonna be like anything in these kind of categories, those will be the dominant terpenes. If that's working all right. But we just decide the average cannabis consumer doesn't know too much about terpenes, so then we do try to kind of focus on like the flavor fragrance group on it.
absolutely.
So we do have the dominant terpenes. If you go to like our website and you can kind of check it and cross reference it with like the flavor profile. But yeah, that's kind of how we go about it.
Heck yeah, I love
In
that.
my opinion, it's way more user friendly too, especially for like novice smokers or just not daily smokers. But
Yeah, and with the market, there's so many different varieties of smokers from everyday users to their first time. And even while we were getting set up, it was somebody's first time here at this dispensary. So I constantly love it. There's just so much variety and ways to consume, to use, to educate. So
it's a good setup. What I do notice a lot in San Diego too, you get a lot of first time smokers because it's a very military heavy area. What I notice is a lot of people will kind of like just freshly get out of the military and they're like, hey, haven't smoked weed in 10 years. Where do I start? And I'm always like, let's get it going. I'm like,
and that's where sun grown's a really nice one because it's usually not hitting the highest of THC, but more the fuller effects.
Not going to zombify you too. You know what I mean? You can kind of reach cruising altitude a little safer, I would say. Where some of the indoor flower, just the top shelf stuff, it's like I smoke weed every day, and there's still some stuff out there I take one bong rip of, and I'm caked.
Absolutely, and it's just good to know, and that's why I think where Budtenders education is the most important is. That way, when you go in and you're like, "Oh, I haven't smoked in 10 years," well, here's the best shit on the market. You're like, "No. Here's a lighter thing. Here's a bowl. You don't need to give him a dab
You
to
won't
start
leave
it
the
back.
planet today. You're
Exactly.
okay. Yeah.
Ease back into it because then they're going to enjoy it and then, try more things and educate themselves more. Um, but
It's
yeah,
a beautiful thing. Legal weed.
so great. And you've been with Coastal Sun for about a year and a half.
A year and a half.
You've represented a couple other brands as well. What kind of was differences of like working with Coastal Sun?
So, funny enough, before I was with them, I was with another brand, same kind of category. It was like a greenhouse, kind of budget flower brand, I would say. And it was a little bit tougher. It was fun. We had a lot of fun. They just the reason they dropped me is just because the money, cannabis, the money's not really flowing all the time. But so when I got this job, to be honest, my first thought was like, okay, I mean, like just another value brand, you know what I mean, greenhouse brand in the industry. But once I started with these guys, I realized they're doing something special. I've met the owner, I've met a lot of the head growers, a lot of people. It's a very small time farm, and they're all doing stuff perfectly. They're doing it the way like Mother Nature wants it to grow. Another cool thing too is Coastal Sun actually started as a blueberry farm, so you can buy their blueberries at Whole Foods under the name Coastal Moon. So instead of a brand and farmers just coming in to grow some weed and try to make money, like they are already organic farmers. They got years and decades of experience growing in this kind of environment in this style. And once weed got legal, I think they just said, "Hey, let's." Oh, I do know they expanded the farm a little bit, and then once they expanded the farm, they threw up extra greenhouses, made extra land for the sun-grown flower, and just thought, "Hey, let's grow some weed like we grow our blueberries." But any blueberry fans out there, hit up your Whole Foods and it's the best blueberries in town. I'm not a blueberry guy, and I will destroy them. And we have jam once in a while for Budtenders. And like Budtender trainings or like stores, like it's not in the market unfortunately, but it's the best jam I've ever had in my life.
Okay, I was like, if I can ever get my hands on a jar, I'll definitely.
If we sesh one time, I might bring one of my personal stash jars for you, bro.
Just gotta try it out. But I love that because I actually years and years ago in college, I worked at a Martin's, which is like a U Crops, a grocery store. But we had really good produce, and you learned a bit. And to be organic certified is a 7-year process. So you have like the natural, which is like the USDA natural, which is you're in the process of getting certified, but it's like a 7-year process to be actually put the organic label on there. Crazy. And so, it just shows the time that they put in to put out good quality product, and they're putting that into their flour as well.
That's another one of the, like, I guess I would say sales pitches is like, we're not just weed farmers, we're farmers. You know what I mean? So we're about it.
Heck yeah, I love that. Besides just Coastal Sun, what are some of your favorite ways to consume or use?
Bong all day long.
There we go.
Gotta do it. Ever since I was a little boy, I've been hitting the bong.
Are there certain strains that you really like?
I'm a sativa guy.
Me too.
All day long. I mean, most people in cannabis, especially budtenders I meet, there's some little touch of ADD, a little ADHD in there.
Yep.
I got heavy ADD, so my whole theory is like, let's keep this train rolling. Let's go sativas.
Exactly.
And when it comes to terpenes, like I'm all about the lemons, all about the tangies, So one of my favorites is probably just a straight up Jack. Like
that's literally my favorite strain.
It's a go-to,
bro.
You already know
that carefulline, man. It's just a little peppery, but it's just getting you up and going. So like, if you just smoke it and you're just sitting down, you're gonna get in your head and stuff like that. But like, if you're on the go, like anybody in the industry, you're going from shop to shop to shop, or as a BA, you got same thing, shop to shop to shop, but 2 to 3 hour events. You're hitting 3 shops in a day some days.
Yeah.
You just need something to keep going. And what's really nice is when you have a brand you like, or this is what I've noticed, is once you like try a little bit before your event, you're not a salesperson at that point. You're kind of just telling them what you like about the product.
That's a fact.
You're just like, and then they see the passion and they see you're like, honestly, I tried this like earlier today. This is how I'm feeling. And people are like, yo, thanks for being honest.
Exactly.
Like, and that's why good brand ambassadors are really important. It's just have the education for all the questions they're going to have, but just be straight up honest. Be like, you know what, this is my favorite. This is some things I don't really like, and so forth. But
you definitely got to approach customers like the way, like talking to a homie. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like anyone I'm talking to, I'm not getting too aggressive. I'm not trying to push
Exactly.
anything on them. I'm just talking to them the way I'd want to talk to them. And sometimes they're not looking for my product, and that's fine, you know. But they're definitely gonna know everything about it. For
Well,
sure.
Joey, I appreciate you hopping on. We're about to get our next
You
guest
are
and
the man.
everything. But Coastal Sun, check it out. And then what's your tag as well?
The Chronic Commander.
The Chronic Commander.
Heck
Follow him on Instagram. All right.
I got you.
Back up, Scooby. Hey, how's it going, brother?
How are you, my man?
I'm doing great, man. It's been a great day, good
Good,
fun
right?
event, interviewing some cool
Coastal
people.
Sun coming through.
Absolutely. If you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah, man. I am John Tavernier.
Awesome. And he's the one that set this up. I met you like 7 years ago or so
7 years
when I was
ago?
at Therapy Tonics and you were
Yeah.
at Green Alternative. I was
That's
doing
right, that's right.
a little ice cream, the coffees and the ice cream. And
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. We've come a long way since then.
absolutely.
We're now here off the charts, National City. I've been
Yep.
here since about April. Coastal Sun has been one of our fast growing companies. I've always said they were one of the most underrated flowers products and underpriced. I mean, the price is amazing.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
know, it's customer friendly, and we definitely like to pass that down here at National City. We pride ourselves on having the best prices in town. With the taxes, you know, it's hard to say that nowadays
Absolutely.
because of the taxes and everything. But you know,
We've had 3 patients hop on. All of them said this is the best, and it's because your prices, your deals are the best.
Yeah, we try to get the best deals with the vendors, but what we do here is we pass the deals down.
There you
We
go.
pass the deals down, so you know we price it differently than everywhere else, so that, you know, people can get a taste. And honestly, it's quality flower. I mean, some of it is even sun grown, and you sometimes can't even tell the difference.
Yeah.
Because you know the craftsmanship is the grow is so precise and consistency is there. So
And what's cool is I've known the brand for a while, but you learn something new every all the time. Like I didn't know they labeled the yellow for the sun grown and the
Yeah.
black for the greenhouse. So
Yeah.
it's like little subtle things
little
that
things, yeah.
really help you pick out your flower.
And the old Cal, you know, symbol that says a
Mhm.
lot. Which I don't know if you've seen it on other things you've seen on jetty carts.
Yeah.
Because that's the flower that they use for the
That's
jet-
what I'm
that's the
saying,
extract
for
they
their
use for-
all-in-one
yeah,
rosin one. Yeah.
That's what they use, man, and that says a lot because that's a heavy duty vape.
Yeah.
not much
And
of a
they're a
vapor,
big
but
brand.
If I'm gonna vape, that's the one to do it. You know?
Yeah, they're a big brand too. So the fact that they trust to
Right.
put their name on,
Yeah.
you know, their product is really good.
Yeah, most definitely. But yeah, this is one of those things where we're trying to grow, and I want these small companies. You know, it's like they don't have investors.
Yeah.
You know, it's them doing their thing, and they're just, you know, they're more about getting their name out there. You know, instead of, you know, the CEOs driving around in Lamborghinis and you know
They're involved. Hands
they're
on.
involved and they're flipping, you know, their stuff and then putting it into their work and their product, and it speaks for itself. It
Absolutely.
speaks for itself. You know, I have no doubt that there will be growing a lot here at our store, and I highly recommend it.
I'm excited to
Highly
see
recommend
that. And with you preach, I mean, you know, saying a brand is so well, you deal with hundreds and hundreds of brands
There's
being
so
the manager
many
here.
brands, so many brands. When you find a brand like this that's got the consistency, I mean, you look at the packaging, and okay, the packaging is very informative.
Yeah.
To somebody who knows what to look for, other than just the percentage,
Yeah.
it's very informative. But you know, it is biodegradable, it's recyclable, so you know, it's not flashy, it's not bright,
Exactly.
You know, but who cares?
But that's
Who's keeping-
most, not all the time. There are some brands that do great packaging with it, but
right.
I've seen a lot of times when it's overly done on the packaging, the product inside is usually not the
100%,
best. Or
100%.
they usually will cover it with an oil or something so it smells
Yeah,
candy and fruity instead of like the true flower, where these
Yeah.
are trying to keep as natural and as close to like the
100%.
plant as they can.
100%. And they have a strain of GMO garlic cookies.
Yeah.
Highly-
I've done a few videos for it with
one's a
that one.
really,
Yeah.
really good one. Yeah.
Yep.
That one and hash.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
try their hash burger.
Ooh, if you like them heavy indicas.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I've been loving Donnie burgers, hash
Donnie burger,
burgers, any of
yeah,
those.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just so, I like the gassier
When,
ones.
when it comes to Donnie Burger, all I can think about is the Farmer's Cup.
Yeah,
I-
exactly.
You know,
They did such a good job that
shout out
it
to
stood out.
Josh.
Yep. Absolutely fantastic.
And Barry.
And that's what's so great is like they're very community driven. Oh, Stream is a lot better. Thank you.
Nice.
But yeah, they're very community driven, and that's where like we just keep seeing each other again and again is at different events. And so I love it. They've been repping for so much. Did you happen to go to this one this weekend or?
No,
you
I was working.
Yeah.
I was working. I was working here, so I haven't been able to. I went to the one before that.
Yep.
I went to the one before that, but I haven't. I wasn't able to go this one. I was stuck working, and you know how that goes.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
And
there'll be more.
Oh, they do about 3 to 4 events a year. Definitely follow along.
I'm blessed to say I helped them start the first one.
There you go.
At a Green Alternative. That's where we started the first one.
Okay.
First 2 actually.
That's awesome, man.
So me and the Farmers Cup always have history.
Yeah. And you've been in the industry for how long? Was Green Alternative your first one, were you?
I've been in the industry for about going on 27, 28 years.
Heck yeah, brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So what got you to just fully go into it, man?
The fact that I've always believed, even before the legality and all that, I've always believed that it's so beneficial to some people who use cannabis responsibly.
Yeah.
It's so beneficial to you and keeps you off so many meds, keeps you off so much trouble if it's done responsibly.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
And it's not hard. It's not hard. It's more of just common sense and education.
Yep, that's an extreme point.
That's it. That's all it is. And we like to do that. We like to educate people. They come in. There's no stupid questions.
Yeah.
People come in a lot of times the first time and then they don't know about cannabis and they're scared. You gotta make them feel welcome. You know, you gotta make them feel like, hey, dude, you know what? Look, there is no stupid questions. You have a question?
Exactly.
Ask. You know. So yeah, we got a good thing going here.
Absolutely.
I got to get back to the office, but I want to stop by and say hello.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you for putting this event, and make sure you come and check out Off the Charts in National City.
Yeah, check out those doggy munchies, man. Those doggy munchies.
They're gonna be carrying it soon.
My wife said that they took it down.
That's what I'm saying. So we have hopefully the Doobie Chews is what's going to be carried here. They're mint treats.
We'll be doing those in.
No THC, no CBD, and the biggest reason I love one, they grab the eye for people, but since there's no THC, no CBD, it doesn't go against their cart. So if they get this, they don't have to put a joint away or anything. They can still get what they want and get their.
It doesn't affect it one bit. Yeah. My guy,
I appreciate it.
Peace.
Come to Off to the Charts in National City.
Bye, guys.
Okay. Oh, in real life stream. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You on Twitch. I appreciate that, Peter. I'm going to change that. Oh, here we go. We got the homie too. Oh, all right. Shoot. All right, I'm about to have Thomas from Dab and Hike hop on. Here we go. Perfect timing, bro.
How you doing, sir?
Perfect.
Great seeing you, man. Beautiful day.
Oh, thank you for stopping by, brother.
Okay. We're really doing
All right, so we got Thomas. We are live for Dab and Hike. Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch. So both are on Shagwellon's Way. So I don't know if it's going to let me switch it just now. When I do just the gaming, I'll do strictly Twitch. But when I do interviews and stuff, I'm doing a mix of both. But dude, do you want me to say your name or more the Instagram? Dab and Hike. So we got Dab and Hike. He's been a great friend for a long time, even ordained your wedding. So everything.
Dude, thank you so much.
Oh,
too,
absolutely.
Last minute as well.
Oh, of course. But yeah, hey, so if you need a minister, hit me up in SoCal. I got you. I've done 3 weddings, 1 in Mexico. So that was incredible. But let's talk about what's going on. Do you want to talk more about Farmers Cup and how that event was, or do you want to talk about the Turpin taste that started off? We'll talk about both.
All of it.
Okay, let's first wrap up Farmers Cup. What did you think of it? How did it go? What did you like? Like, what's to improve on next?
Most definitely, dude. So I can say I've been to the first one back in 2014 and watching it develop has been amazing. Josh, the whole crew, they do it all for the community.
Josh is a hustler. Holy shit, what he does is incredible to put those events on.
Like every other week, he's got something new up. It's
always.
So. Yeah, man. So I felt like it was great. The turnout was amazing. So where do I even look exactly?
You
on
can
this,
talk to
dude?
me. You can
Okay,
talk to the
okay,
camera. Whatever you
okay.
feel. I cut it into clips, so it's however you feel comfortable.
Most definitely, most definitely.
So, but yeah, you had your table set up. You're doing a little dab bar and everything. So get a lot of good feedback. Did people sign up for like a lot of for the next hikes? Like
So
what's
what
that?
we were actually doing, I actually do sales and a little bit of brand ambassadoring for Farmers Cup, which is a social equity flower, separate from the event, but we're all one group. But we just came out with our full spectrum oil. So at the event, I was
Oh.
giving out dabs until we ran out. Basically,
Yeah.
going out of syringes left and right,
Oh.
hooking up the patients. But it was great. It seems like they love it. And what's cool is we're not going to go too much into the technology of it yet.
Yeah.
But it is solventless, so no chemicals or anything
I
like that.
love that. Oh man, so yeah, it was a great time. There's a lot of cool people, Steve D'Angelo, the Good Witch, and then just all the homies. We should smoke, Bearded Larry. We were dabbing out everybody, and just always a great time. Was there any new flower or products you tried, or you were just pretty much working the whole time? You weren't able to like try anything else?
Yeah, I was pretty busy working, but what was great is at least at our farmers booth, we were kind of showcasing our really gassy strains that day. So we had the classic Donny Burger, we had first class gas. What else did we had? We had probably some Uno, some Cuban Affair, which is one of our more sativa hybrids that's really popular right now. But yeah, it was just great, and I got to see so many of the friends, like you said. THCSD to hashish. Everybody had their latest and greatest, which makes the event so awesome.
Yeah, it's always a great time. So make sure you follow Farmers Cup for the next one. But you got some events coming on, or we got some events going on. So it's February 28th.
Yes.
Okay,
man.
cool. So February 28th. So actually last day in February. Make sure you get your tickets, and it's a multi-course meal that's a pairing with different flour, wax, edibles, right?
Yes, sir. So we work with licensed brands. We want to make sure it's safe for everyone. So we kind of make it like a private group outing. It's really a community, small settings. We keep it to 40 people. Right now we have 7 to 8, but don't worry, we're gonna keep coming back and back. And what we're known for is, you really get your value, and you get to support a local ranch that is doing regenerative farming. They're really doing, all the right practices.
Absolutely. And that's what I really like is not only is a multi-course dinner with the cannabis, but also it's directly farm to table, meaning we're going to be on the farm. So you literally cannot get fresher than what we're going to have. The last meal was absolutely incredible. Is it the same people cooking, or is it different people cooking, all new ranch, everything? Or
So I'm happy you actually asked that, because on Friday we're gonna announce a special. So he really does treat his, from his pigs to to his bulls like his own, like animals. So I mean, right when you sit down, you'll have a pig by your leg. I opened up my car door the other day. Their chicken hopped in my car. So it's really that ranch experience.
Exactly. It's going to be incredible. Plus, we're going to have a lot of cool devices. What are some of the brands that do you want to shout out against the brands that are going to be a part of the Turpin Taste event?
100. So I'm sorry if I forget anybody off the top of my head, but we got Cookies, Mission Valley Dispensary. We got Green Thumbs Dispensary, Dr. Green Thumbs,
nice.
Out in La Mesa. Shout out to Green Alternative. They're really helping me with a lot of different aspects with the event. Then we also got Rosin Tech Labs, a new sponsor. Really excited about that. Did you get to try some of their terps at Farmers Cup by chance?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I stopped by there.
Really good stuff. And then what else? We have a lot of great vendors, that's for sure. Man.
So of course Farmers Cup and everything. So that's gonna be great.
Everything.
When's also the next? Do we have another hike prepared yet or set?
Yeah. So I was thinking about 2 months after that. I was thinking probably late April.
Okay.
Right before it gets a little too hot.
There you go. Heck yeah. Well, I can't wait. So Davin Hikes, it's great. We meet up a lot of people. Anybody's welcome. There's no charge for it, right? There's no charge. It's
free.
just
You make a friend.
Just RSVP. That way we can kind of understand how many people are going to be coming. but we meet together, we go for a hike, and then we have a little setup halfway through, and of course, try some amazing dabs and do a little even cannabis trivia for some products as well. So that's always been a great time. And yeah, so follow Dab and Hike. Anything else coming up or any events with Farmers Cup that you want to shout out? Do you have any PADs or anything?
Oh yeah, so oh man, I could probably got like 3 or 4 today. But yeah, make sure to pull up to sessions. They got a great Wednesday reggae night. I'm gonna be there today. We got amazing specials. But yeah, I mean, at least every day of the week we got a special somewhere.
There you go.
If you ever have a question, contact us.
So yeah, just follow along. You'll see where he's posted up, but always somewhere, everywhere. He's just constantly moving. But that's really all of us in the industry.
Yeah, it keeps it exciting and adventurous.
Do you have a favorite? All right, so a favorite Farmers Cup flower product that you have, and then just a favorite product that you have in general.
Yeah, most definitely. So everybody, on our team, they love to say the Donny Burger, and it is our first strain, our most notorious strain.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to admit, it's my number 2. The number 1 is our hash burger.
The hash burger,
the hand solo crossed with double burger. It's just got that extra punch of just gasoline, straight pinene terps, straight up your nose. I mean,
yeah.
I like that old school OGs from 2008 and 2012, where you had all those planetary OGs and stuff. So it kind of brings back those nostalgic memories.
Awesome, brother. Well, is there anything else you want to shout out, or just tell people where to follow you?
Yeah, just follow me at Dab and Hike. Got all the dinners gonna be posted there, and me and Shaggy got a lot of things coming. So check it out.
Awesome, brother.
Yeah,
Appreciate
dude.
you.
Thank you,
coming
man,
on.
dude. I'll talk to you soon.
Oh, absolutely, of course. All right. It sounds like somebody's outside, so I'm just gonna see if they just have questions about what I'm doing or if they want to hop on the podcast as well. So just give me just a second or two. I'll be right back.
I just keep noticing more things on it. Really good. Oh, okay. That's good. I got your.
You want to hop on the podcast or anything? Cannabis? See why you like off the charts? A brand you like? No worries. Follow along. There you go.
How was Farmers Cup, bro?
Good, man. Good. I can't say it.
No.
Maybe a little higher up.
All right, so I'm gonna see if we get one or two more Budtenders on. We got the managers. So Johnny is one of the managers here at Off the Charts in National City. Well, we had Joey P from Coastal Sun give us a little bit more info, how they label their stuff, where the different farms are. And then we had Dab and Hike talk about Farmers Cup and the Turpin Taste event coming up next month. So really excited about that. Yeah, I'll go see if any of the Budtenders want to hop on, and if not, we'll probably just end this stream, and that way I can get some B-roll and stuff for the travel stoner guy for San Diego. So let me just go check, see if there's any other Budtenders. The one was just a patient; he didn't want to hop on. I don't force anybody to, but I also welcome anybody. So you do not have to be in the industry. If you ever want to hop on a podcast or so, just find me at any of the events, patients, brands, Budtenders, whatever it is. Come talk, say what you love about cannabis. If you're against cannabis, come say why you're against cannabis. Or if you have your role, say talk about your brand or talk about your role, and so people have a little bit better understanding of all the different nuances and all the different roles and what's required to create this industry are that we're in, or that you guys see to get all these products to shelf. So there's so many different aspects of it, and I hope just when you follow along the journey, you see just the different roles in it. And I've myself being in the industry for 10 years, I have done bud tending, managers at dispensaries. I've done edible company where I worked my way from a brewer of the coffees and teas we were doing all the way up to brand manager, which that's pretty much what I just interviewed for, was a territory manager, pretty much the same thing, but for the whole company. So what I used to do is I would train the bud tenders, train the brand ambassadors, I would train our sales reps, I would work with content creators, I would do our marketing. And it was kind of just understanding our product and be able to train everybody else and finding ways to sell it. Fortunately, we didn't last past COVID. But then I've also done tour companies, worked with cannabis shows like Cannabis Synergy. I've just done so many different aspects in it. And now kind of working for myself as a free rolling travel sales rep for different accessory brands like Revelry and Doobie Chews, and then have some other opportunities in the works. So if you want to carry Doobie Chews or Munchies for Pets in your shop, you do not have to be a dispensary or glass shop. It could be a coffee shop. It could be, I've put them in breweries, fish shops, everything. So if you want to carry those, and then these are smell proof, waterproof bags. You can use Shaggy20. I have to double check that. Just message me. But I have a code to get you a discount on your bags. Or if you're a shop that wants to carry the Revelry bags, smell proof, waterproof, I constantly carry mine around, and we have different sizes. So they have little rolling tray bags, they have backpacks, they have massive duffel bags if you need. So from really handheld pocket sized bags all the way up to duffel bags and everything in between. So make sure you hit me up if you want to get those in your shop, or if you just want some for personal use as well. Let me just go do one last double check, and then if not, we're going to sign off and shoot some extra content.
That's a good boy you
So chill. All right. So we might have one or two more patients. We're gonna see. They're a little busy, so got money comes first, work comes first. Anytime I'm at these displays, there's just try to make sure I'm not taking away from their time. This is a business, so I got to make sure that they're helping the patients first and foremost, and then when they get a little break, give them 5 to 10 minutes, then we get to talk about how they got in the industry, how long they've been in the industry, what different roles they've had, and then why they love off the charts. So each dispensary is a little different. I've been to hundreds of different dispensaries from different states. Obviously California, so many in Southern California, but Northern California, Seattle. I've been into Eugene, Oregon. Every place I go to, I make sure to stop in a dispensary, especially different states, because I want to see how they set up. So some states, they're strictly deli style and they're still all in the big jars, picking it out with the chopsticks or with gloves and weighing it for you right then and there. All of California is prepackaged, so you don't even get, you're not able to have deli style. And everything has to be weighed, tested, prepackaged, labeled before you ever get it. I think there's a good mix of both. The prepackaged, I think, is really, really good. It keeps that uniformity, the consistency. So that's what's going to lead more to in the future when kind of like alcohol is like if I get a product here in California and I get a product in Virginia, that they're going to be very, very similar in effect and feeling and taste. And so I think that's very important, but I also think that we need to keep to the culture and to the small farmers and the home growers and have an opportunity. That's where I think we should have where if a dispensary wanted to pick up a home grow, they could, but then they were gonna test it and package it, and then they can sell it as the home growers, but for better prices and things like that. And then I also prices are different. You also have different effects of the environment. So Colorado, Arizona, things are very dry. The air is very dry. So their wax usually tends to be way better price. And a lot of growers will turn their stuff into rosin because it's just going to be dried out no matter how good the grower is. It gets dried out quickly. California, we're right by the coast. Things stay a lot fresher, so you can get super fresh bud. Um, and then just different brands. There's so many different brands and different things of like we were talking about earlier, distillate to live resin to rosin, different pens, different types of wax, crumble. I mean, I love it. There's so many aspects of cannabis and there's so many different roles of cannabis. And so that's why I love to interview and talk to so many people is because when you start as a budtender, it's a great way to try it out and learn all the different brands and everything and learn information. But then hey, Scooby, when you dive into it, there's just becomes so many more nuances. And when you break down a brand, then you have to break down to who produces it, who grows it, who's the marketing team, like the that's where the C-suite CEO, how involved are they in? Like we were just talking about how Coastal Sun, the CEOs are super, super, super involved. And then I've been a part of other brands, marketing teams or other things that where the CEO wasn't, he was kind of hidden behind the scenes. And so like he would come in every 6 months or so and he was like the financing behind everything, but like other people were more of the ones like running it. And different things like that. So, there's just so many different ways and different styles of brands do. And it's so new of an industry that there's no right way. There's absolutely nobody's perfected it. For the longest time, you had groups like MedMen and things like that. Cannabis is a big example of grown really big, and then they, shrunk down a little bit more, and then they realized that they need to instead of trying to take over every state, you need to take over an area and then grow from there. And that's what you see a lot more dispensaries are doing now off the charts. Like they're pretty much focused only in SoCal, so it's like there's 12 locations in Southern California. It's same with what's the other one? Uh Buzz Cannabis and a few of those other ones. Like there's so many that are like just Southern California. And then there's a few that are from, other whereas Perfect Union, they're in California only, but like they are spread out more Northern California, and then there's a shop here in San Diego. And there's some there MSOs, multi-state operators. So there's just so many different roles. And so I appreciate anybody joining along. I interview anybody because I just want you to see all that. So I appreciate it. Also follow the Travel Stoner Guide. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get too many people, maybe one more. So yeah, so I'll probably get ended soon, but follow the Travel Stoner Guide. It's right now Tucson is out. The other episodes are gonna be coming out shortly, and then just follow along my Instagrams, my daily stuff, and that's going to have updates of what's going on. So either we're planning for a northern trip, it's very, very soon, or we might be staying in SoCal or so. So follow along, and I appreciate everybody. I hope everybody has a happy 420, no matter what time it is. And if you're in a state that doesn't have cannabis, I'm so, so sorry. But it's changing, and just got rescheduled. I'm gonna come out with a video this week or next week. That's about like different brands and stuff. Or sorry, got a little distracted, but let me see if anybody wants to hop on. Oh, okay, people are just shopping. But one last shout out. First off the charts, National City. Shout out Coastal Sun. Really good outdoor flower. You can find them throughout California, but off the charts has some of the best prices. Got Revelry smell proof, waterproof bags. They have small bags all the way up to duffel bags and all the way in between. They are smell proof, so if you got your product in here, nobody's going to be able to smell it outside of it. And they are waterproof, so if you spill anything on it, like a bong, everything inside is protected, like your laptop, which I have done from personal experience. So that was on my backpack now on this. But and then finally, Doobie Chews or Munchies for make sure you check them out. And if you go to my Instagram, I am doing a giveaway right now with the Munchies for Pets. All you have to do is follow me, follow Doobie Chews, and then tag 2 stores. There is absolutely no THC, no CBD in these treats. They're just really good, healthy dog treats. And so you can tag any store you like that you visit frequently. Could be a coffee shop, could be a bar, could be a pizza shop, wherever you go more than twice a week. Just tag that store and say that, hey, you need to carry these. And then the giveaway ends tomorrow night at midnight. And then I am announcing the winner on Friday. So make sure you stay tuned for that. There's only been a few people to do the giveaway. I think it's like 6 to 10. So very, very good chances of winning. And if you don't enter this giveaway, you must not love your pets. You just got to enter. It's a free way to get amazing dog treats for your dog. So I'm gonna just do. Ooh. I want to tuck some ribs, but all right. So since we are in the parking lot of the dispensary, we unfortunately are not allowed to smoke on premise. I will start doing a lot more streams where I will be just at the campsite, or if we get apartment, I'll be at the apartment. So I will be doing some gaming streams along with just other cannabis knowledge streams where I would just be ripping. I will have some where I try every device. I'll show you every piece that I have. I have multiple different electronic dab breaks. So we are going to have a smoking Saturday or smoking Sunday, especially with football almost up. We'll probably pick 1 day or 2 days a week that will just be streaming on Twitch. And those will just be getting faded. We'll just be getting super ripped. We're just going to be enjoying. Anybody can hop on those with me as well. But the interviews at the dispensaries, unfortunately, we're just not allowed to. And I don't want to get the dispensary in trouble. I don't want to mess with the licensing. I don't want to, so I can get invited to other dispensaries. I just got to follow their rules, unfortunately. But you can follow, if you go to my Instagram, Shag Wellens Way, all of it's Shag Wellens Way. And it's just, this is my way, but you follow your way. But I am doing 365 days of smoking with Shaggy. Every day I'm smoking a new place, a new person, a new device, or a new product. And what I'm doing is, so I'm at 359. Today's 359. I'm 6 days away. They are posts. I will be changing those to my stories, but it's just kept me really consistent and just producing more content. But then I want to switch those out with clips from podcasts. Doing Thirsty Thursdays. I'll be doing can of cocktails on Thursdays, showing you just different drinks and ways to use cannabis drinks so you can still enjoy your cocktails, but without alcohol and the hangovers. And then we'll also be adding some other content like Myth Mondays, and everything like that. So I do apologize, but I am in all day, every day, looking, talking, speaking about weed, and then not being able to just rip it right now. It sucks. It's tearing me apart. But having the conversations with people is absolutely fantastic. And there's also a lounge right down the street. So don't worry, we will be smoking soon. Follow on the Instagram for those. And we will be having streamings that we're just going to be getting baked. I'll have edibles. We'll have just all the different devices. So I really appreciate it. I'm just going to step outside and make sure there's no one else. And then we're going to call that a day. Unless we get a guest, then we'll just keep going. All right. All right. So it does look like it's going to be it. So just thank you for everybody. I really appreciate you, John, for inviting me over to Off the Charts. Shout out Coastal Sun. Make sure you check out their product, the Sun Grown or the Greenhouse, and then check out Revelry and Doobie Chews. You're going to be seeing them a lot with me. And also shout out Strictly Lit just for creating this awesome shirt. I mean, it's got the Mestre Machine, it's got me and the girls, and then it's got the podcast mic as well as traveling with the mountains and everything. So that team's incredible. Appreciate everybody joined on, and then we will be doing. I'll create a schedule, and that way people will know. I'm actually probably going to ask Pete or somebody of how to create more of a schedule and use Twitch because I'm very, very new to Twitch. So I'm going to try to figure out how to use that better. Making sure I'm in the right streams, when to play those and stuff, and making sure my audio and everything. So let me know if my audio or video definitely needs more improvement, and I'll just try to make tweaks. That way it's just more appealing to you, both visually and hearing. So thank you all so much. Check out Travel Stoner Guide, and thank you for following Shag Wellens Way. Have a happy 420, and make sure just to do it your way.